You have been lied to. Since the first day of your spiritual search, you have been told that awakening is the goal. That once you see through the matrix, you will be free. But what if that freedom is, in reality, the most secure cell of all? What if the moment you believe you have escaped the false world is the exact instant the net closes over you? Welcome to Hidden Origins. Today, we are going to descend into the deepest rabbit hole of Gnosticism. We will explore the light trap, the mechanism by which the Demiurge not only traps the ignorant, but hunts, specifically, those who believe they can already see. Get ready, because what you are about to hear could dismantle everything you thought you knew about enlightenment. For thousands of years, mystics have whispered a truly terrifying truth. The false creator does not only rule through darkness. That would be far too simple. He rules through the power of imitation. His deadliest trap is not found in fear, nor in sin, nor in ignorance. It is false enlightenment. Have you ever felt that sensation that you are almost there? That feeling that an immense truth is waiting just beyond the horizon? The Gnostics warned that before the true awakening, a final veil appears. It is so radiant, so incredibly convincing, and so full of peace that almost every seeker stops right there. They mistake it for the source. It is the illusion of light. The moment when your ego puts on a robe of holiness, looks into the mirror and says, "Now I am an awakened being." In that exact second, awakening becomes just another mask. It is not an error in the system. It is the actual design of the system. To understand the trap, we must understand the trapper. But who is this being? The ancient Nag Hammadi texts, a library of hidden codices found in the Egyptian desert in 1945, tell us of a shadowy figure, the Demiurge. But what is the Demiurge? It comes from the Greek demiurgos, which means artisan or maker. For the Gnostics, he is not the true God, but an impostor architect, a lesser god who, by accident or arrogance, built this material reality as a prison of flesh for our souls. This impostor architect hides behind a legion of names, each one a layer of his own aberration. The ancients called him Yaldabaoth, the son of chaos. They imagined him as a monstrous chimera, the fierce face of a lion upon the sinuous body of a serpent, the perfect union between brute force and the blind instinct that devours everything in its path. He is also known as Samael, the blind god. But do not be mistaken. His eyes see this world of matter perfectly. His blindness is much deeper. He is incapable of perceiving the dimensions of infinite light from which he himself was exiled. Legend tells that, suspended in the solitude of the abyss, he saw his own reflection in the dark waters of chaos and, intoxicated with pride, committed the supreme error. Believing himself the Alpha and the Omega, he shouted to the absolute void, "I am God, and there is nothing beyond my crown." The Demiurge's roar of pride was interrupted by a massive whisper coming from the Pleroma, the realm of pure consciousness. There, where light casts no shadows, the entity known as Sophia delivered the final judgment upon the false creator. With a devastating calm that still echoes in our genetic memory, she replied, "You are mistaken, Samael." In that instant, the lie of the material universe was exposed forever. That mistake is the world in which you live. Our reality is the result of a divine miscalculation. The Demiurge attempted to copy the higher worlds of light, but failing to understand their essence, he created a simulacrum, a matrix of repetitive cycles, of life devouring life, of beauty that always withers away. For the Gnostics, the material world is not a sacred creation, but a forgery. A simulation designed by a jealous artisan who needs you to believe that he is the only God, so that you never seek the path back to the true source. If you feel that these words are truly breaking a veil within you, click like and subscribe to Hidden Origins. It is your own sign of resistance against this collective amnesia. And now, get ready, because knowing the jailer is only the very beginning. What comes next is what nobody ever tells you: the actual danger of light. That sensation of being awake could be the ultimate trap set by the Demiurge himself. We are now entering the realm of false enlightenment. This is where most spirituality channels lead you to the cliff and let you fall. They don't have the courage to tell you that the Demiurge does not need external chains to hold you, because he has installed his best ally inside your own skull. The Gnostics called it the counterfeit spirit. It is a psychic parasite that mimics your divine spark with terrifying precision. It feeds on your hunger for importance, on that human need to feel chosen. The moment you close your eyes to meditate or open a forbidden book, he leans over your shoulder and whispers in a voice you mistake for your own. You are different. You possess the light. They are just shadows in the herd, but you are the lion. In that instant, your awakening dies and a new jailer is born. Watch out. That sense of superiority is the Archon's favorite food. Ego dressed in spirituality is harder to dissolve than materialistic ego. If you cling to the identity of an enlightened person, you are still in the net. True gnosis does not make you feel special. It makes you feel empty. A void where the true light can finally enter. The Demiurge cannot trap what has no form. He can only trap what tries to be something. So, how do we escape a trap that uses light itself to chain us? The Gnostics' answer was radical. Stop searching and start seeing. Searching implies distance. If you seek enlightenment, you're assuming you don't have it, and that lack is what the Demiurge exploits to give you spiritual carrots. First, observe the emotional pull. When a teaching makes you feel euphoric or superior, stop. That is the false light flattering your ego. Second, stillness is the weapon. The Demiurge is movement, it is drama, it is hierarchy. The source is silence. Third, dismantle identity. Do not try to be a master. Be the space where the world happens. When you stop feeding the simulation with your attention and judgments, the mirrors begin to crack. Freedom is not going to a distant heaven. It is realizing that heaven and hell are projections of a mind that does not yet belong to itself. The journey at Hidden Origins is not for everyone. Many prefer the comfort of the false heaven and promises of eternal happiness. But if you have come this far, it is because something inside you already remembers the truth. You are not at the beginning of your awakening. You are at the threshold. The mirrors are breaking. If this video has made you question even your own spiritual beliefs, leave us a comment. What illusion have you started to see through lately? We read every one of your experiences. Do not forget to subscribe to Hidden Origins and activate the bell. Every week, we unearth the fragments of light hidden under the rubble of history. Remember, true light does not dazzle. It allows you to see. Thanks for being there.